Good afternoon and welcome to Championship Sunday here at the 67th Kolon Korea Open, staged for the first time in history at Belle's Dunes course here just outside the city of Chuncheon. Kaewkanjana getting off to a solid start here. The Australian. Best finish on the Asian Tour, runner-up in International Series Vietnam to Kieran Vincent a couple years ago, a birdie at his first hole.
And the first round leader, Yoo-Jun Jung, who had a horrible second day, but ultimately having a nice championship. This finding his second birdie on the front nine in this final day.
Scott Vincent qualified for the US Open at Oakmont through a 36-hole qualifier in Japan last week. There is a spot available in the field at Royal Portrush for the winner of this championship. The Zimbabwean with a lovely approach into the opening hole and a very timely conversion for the first ever winner of the International Series rankings back in 2022.
And the overnight leader opened with a short birdie opportunity miss on the very first hole, and here at the second from 255 yards out for his second shot. Finds the water, will find the green after a penalty drop, and this will be his bogey attempt. Not an ideal start for your leader. 2 over par after 2.
Well, he's playing alongside his good friend Sadom Kaewkanjana, 2-time winner on the Asian Tour, fastest ever Q School graduate to pick up a victory on tour. He did that in his first start at the Bangladesh Open years ago, but it wasn't an ideal start for Kaewkanjana. Clumsy pitch and a drop shot at the opening hole, but he would recover nicely with his birdie on the short par 4 third. And with Saksansin struggles, that moved Kaewkanjana into a temporary lead by 1, a lead which he would squander with a short miss for par at the 5th. So Kaewkanjana and Saksansin deadlocked at 5 under par.
And the reigning Korea amateur champion Min-Soo Kim, who started the day 8 strokes back, but was 1 stroke ahead of his fellow amateur playing for a low amateur title, but things have turned around to where he birdied the par 3 fourth, an unlikely birdie, first birdie of the day on that hole for players teeing off on the front side. Just like that, with the leader stumbling, the gap was closed quite quickly.
Added in a birdie at the 3rd as well, so he was 3 under par playing the short 7th. Got that one to fizz to a quick stop. 3 of the 6 amateurs in the field made the cut. Min-Soo Kim looking to do what no amateur has done since Kim Dae-sub did in 2001 and win the Korean Open as an amateur, but it's still 2 ties on top at 5 under par.
Having a nice day today as well. Even par. Gets back to 1 under par for the round after a drop stroke on the previous hole.
Narrowly avoids his countryman's ball, rolls that one out beautifully. Excellent stuff from Sadom.
That's Hong Yu, who led for most part of yesterday before the disastrous triple bogey at the 16th hole on his closing moments of the round.
Matches the effort of Sadom Kaewkanjana. Beautiful shot. You can hear there's quite a bit of support out for the unheralded Yu. Now Saksansin. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good from Poom Saksansin. Almost a guaranteed birdie here at the 8th to tie Kaewkanjana. He's been walking in putts all afternoon long. Garam John, 33 to the turn.
Now Dongmin Kim playing his second shot into the 10th. Made the turn even par. Will get back to 1 under par with that beautiful second.
Stayed 2 straight for Sadom. Well, like Anthony said, it's been a bit of a mixed bag on the front side for Kaewkanjana. 3 bogeys, 2 birdies.
Well done by Ki-hwan. On pace to have one of his best finishes since 2021. And it's the exact same shot here for Kaewkanjana, and it's important to know precisely how far your wedges go, so you can be a bit more on attack mode.
Safe to say he dialed that one in nicely. Excellent from Kaewkanjana. Magnificent pace control there.
Now this, to get to 5 under par for the tournament, and 1 stroke behind Saksansin.
Oh, that's going to irritate him. Short in the jaws. Couldn't be too aggressive from the lower level of that green at 12. Song Yu will just happily take a 2-putt.
And this pin position on the low level of this green on the front, and there's a backboard just long and right, so it'll be relatively simple to get a lot of close looks out of birdie.
Min-soo Kim. Let's try and chase one along on the 17th. It looks pretty good. It's a great effort. Bounce back birdie indeed for Yun Sok. Well holed. Pair of 69s coming into today, but unfortunately, apart from his birdie at the opening hole, he's 2 over par, and look at the amount of slope he's got to play for here. It crests the top of the ridge right there and then just slings over to the right. How about it? Kevin Yan from way downtown on 14. A lovely birdie indeed for the Aussie to return to even par. Oh, he had a lot of height. Saksansin.
Yeah, but he played the smart shot there.
So the excellent shot for Scott Vincent, just over the back of the green. What you'd have to say is a pretty straightforward looking up and down for Scotty. Nicely judged. Okay, just about cozies it down there tight. Up to the last, and Ratanon Wanasrichan just through the back of the green, even par for his round today. 3rd shot to the home hole, delicately played and in. Well, his nickname's Fluke, but that was no fluke. That was gorgeous from Wanasrichan. Gets his championship at even par. Right now, good enough to sit just outside the top 10. That's going to be a 3-putt bogey for Saksansin. Just a little cushion now for Kaewkanjana. Looks pretty good from Kaewkanjana. That is excellent from Kaewkanjana. That looked very simple. Beautiful touch. Well done, Giwon Kim. Getting awfully congested at 2 under par. You know, tosses his name into that hat. Make that 8 players as Kaewkanjana also finds a 4. Now, Kaewkanjana. Settle down. Oh, that helps. I was heading with some pace, but everything he touches turns to gold. Sadom Kaewkanjana, a birdie on 16. He leads by 3.
Whoa.
Anything you can do, I can do too, says Poom. Not so fast, my friend. That's more like it. That's the Poom that we're used to seeing. Valiant effort with the brilliant birdies from Kaewkanjana and Saksansin. You will gain no ground. Still a good 4.
That's the best place to be. If you're looking for a birdie attempt, just right at the pin from the tee. We'll offer you a putt where you can give it a firm roll.
Not firm enough, though. For Yoon Suk Kang, you can scarcely believe that's pulled up short.
Just look out to the right of the hole. Perhaps take the highest line possible to leave himself the shortest second putt.
Just makes it look so simple when he's on song, Kaewkanjana. Nothing flashy about his golf game. Very well done for Song Yu Yu. It thought about hanging on the lip, but I think it's only fair that that one tumbled in. Yeah, well done, Poom. It's sweet victory for Sadom Kaewkanjana at Belle. He wins the 67th Kolon Korea Open. Ends a 3-year winless drought. And finally, a little emotion from the 26-year-old. With a round of 70 on Sunday, Kaewkanjana conquers the field here at the Korean Open. Final confirmation there. Sadom Kaewkanjana, a 2-stroke margin of victory over his dear friend Poom Saksansin, and the claret jug next to the name of Diamond confirms the fact that he will tee it up in his 2nd ever Open Championship at Royal Portrush in a couple months' time.
Thanks for watching the Asian Tour on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.